around, I'm eating again. We're having more.
Absolutely.
You're going in for, so it's not like
nobody's going to stop you.
Just because I didn't have breakfast, it doesn't mean that I'm not making up for any loss.
And it's also, beer's a carb.
That's right. Beer's a carb.
All right, guys.
Punch, you stretching out the stomach before or no?
I mean,
not with those tight pants.
It depends. It depends. If I'm eating
Punch is a size 28, bro.
Listen,
There's no way he's
Punch
stretching.
is in freaking shape. That's what he is.
Yeah.
If I'm eating those cinnamon rolls in the morning, watching the parade, then yeah, I'm eating something. But then,
my man, he's not getting off the parade. He's watching that damn parade tomorrow.
Occasionally,
screw you all. He's watching that parade tomorrow.
Occasionally, I might go to McDonald's to have a little,
not bad,
a cheeseburger or something before I go to a dinner somewhere. So yeah, I'm with Dwight Howard.
One of the guys, actually, the tradition for my game down in Carson, Eddie, old school E-Ride, right? What he does is he'll go to like the Greasy Spoon down the street and have himself the greasy breakfast with the pancakes and the hash browns and that burnt bacon, and then he'll go and drink. I'm like, why do you do that? It's Thanksgiving. He's like, you got to stretch the stomach, baby. You got to stretch the stomach.
Amen.
You know what that sounds like? A vet in the game.
That's why his name's old school.
Right, one more, guys. Fact or cap, you have gone Black Friday shopping after you ate your Thanksgiving meal. Sliwa.
Wait, what?
You have gone Black Friday shopping after you ate your Thanksgiving
meal.
You
know what that is, right, Beto?
Wait, how are you going to go Black Friday shopping after you eat your...
Places are open. Places are open on Thursday.
Shut up.
Yeah.
No, Thanksgiving, anything closed?
So they'll do like special stuff where it's like 10 p.m., right?
Yeah.
Or midnight.
Oh, I've seen the midnight.
8 p.m.
Something like that,
yeah. So they've kind of kept squeezing it out further and further.
Man.
So for me,
there's my answer.
for me, it's cap. I have not. I just don't understand the Black Friday. I'd rather try, and it's not like I do this either. Give me Cyber Monday where I don't really have to go anywhere. If I could go buy something,
the game's changed.
I feel like walking in or waiting at a Walmart to save $100 on a TV does not sound like a good idea.
I know, but sometimes
all the rushes and everything else. I don't know.
Sometimes you got to see your product or whatever you plan on buying in person. Before
and
you buy it.
Cap, I don't need to see that after I'm bloated, after I'm just like all hefty. Had a great time. It's supposed to be about being around your family you don't like. So pretend to like each other, sit there and just stare at each other, and then talk bad about each other when everybody goes home. Like that's what Thanksgiving's all about.
Let me throw in just one small one right here.
Okay.
Fact or cap?
In other words, Funch has done this.
Yeah.
Well, are you going to do it? Will you go somewhere?
I have been Black Friday shopping.
Will you do it this time around?
No,
or
I'm
not?
not. I'm not. I don't
There's no shoes.
Taylor,
there's no shoes available.
I've been Black Friday shopping once in my life. I think, it's just.
I just don't shop. I just don't like things. So if it's not on the Nike app, I don't need it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of going.
All right, one small one quick one. Fact or cap? I should bring whatever I want to drink to this dinner I'm going to tomorrow. For example, I should be able to bring some Hennessy with me to this dinner tomorrow. Yeah. Fact or cap?
That's how you go first.
Yeah, fact. Why can't you?
I don't know. I might offend people.
Just pour it in a bottle of Dr. Pepper. Man.
Wait. Hold on. You're going to offend them how?
I don't know.
Is it a dry party?
No, it's not a dry party at all.
Then how are you going to offend them?
Is the Hennessy unopened?
Well, I don't know. If I come over with a bottle of Hennessy, people are.
Oh, I got you, Fudge. I got you.
Hey,
I got you. So take the label off, and just be like, oh, this is from my decanter. So you're trying to say you're going to get judged for bringing Henny hand?
Probably.
Oh.
What are they drinking?
Courvoisier.
No, they're probably drinking some little wine or something like that. But I'm trying to go hard a little bit. If I bring some Hennessy,
hey, Fudge is trying to go hard in the paint and get loaded. I like this.
Fudge, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. If you don't want people to see it, are you guys bringing a bottle of wine or something like that?
I don't know if me and my girl are going separately.
Okay. No, there's so many different things. Belgium scored.
Yeah. I told you.
2 minutes to go in the half. All right.
Cash out.
No, hey, we got 2 minutes to go.
No, you're riding it.
Oh yeah, Belgium up 1-0. Funch, baby.
Offsides.
No, shut your. You don't even know what that means. All right, back to you, Funch, because this is very delicate here. So you're going to a party. Whose family?
It's her family.
Oh, do they like you?
They love me. Yeah.
Then why are they going to judge you?
Do they? Have you brought Hennessy before? And
I have not,
been brought
and
up?
I want to bring some Hennessy. That's the thing.
So do you act the fool when you drink Hennessy?
I could. You all see me drink Hennessy, man. So yeah.
But why would they judge you?
I think you bring Hennessy. I
say
I really do.
I'm a different. I'll say this. I'm a totally different guy when I'm drinking Hennessy as opposed to not Hennessy.
Yeah, I've been around you. You're amazing.
No, he gets in fights. He starts fights with everybody.
Do you want to start a fight?
No, man. No.
Is there like a cousin you don't like?
Nicest
man,
guy.
Not at all, man.
This is, by the way, Funch.
Let's go. I say bring it no matter what. and bring it in a brown bag, and they won't even
Ooh,
touch
I
it.
love it.
Funch, where did you go for your honeymoon? Where'd you go?
Mexico.
Okay, he's in Mexico. Where specifically? in
Cancun.
Mexico? You were in
Cancun.
Cancun.
Yeah.
Do you ever remember this picture? We hadn't heard from Funches from a few days. And then I just see a picture on Twitter.
The Hennessy.
Yes, sir.
Beachside, ocean, the whole thing. And he's just got a full glass of Hennessy. I'm like, that's
Funches only said
freaking
2
Michael
tweets in his
Funches.
life.
Yeah, and that was one of them, guys.
All right, that was a great
job.
factor cap there. Okay, I want to tell that DoorDash story, that the Thai food, and then Sean McVay. I want to circle back around to this. The Rams are 3-7.
Ooh.
We have given Sean McVay so much credit. By the way, you should. The guy's been to 2 Super Bowls. How much of the blame this season should go on Sean McVay? We'll do that all coming up next. Stay right here. Travis and Sliwa, Beto, Duran filling in for T-Raj, 7:10. Giving dinner.
You know, that's a great point.
That's a great
At
point.
the softball game, my cooler was loaded. It was fully stocked for everybody. Travis was in there. And, Funch had
Beto, you
cup
did-
at the,
Bro, you did your thing at that softball game.
from what I remember, we had a great time.
Parking lot doing your thing. During the game,
We had a tailgate out there.
during the game, you had an entire setup at You played short, or you were short, right?
I was in the area.
He was helping me out.
He was in the
He was helping
vicinity.
me out.
And then he just hits a 3-run homer to end the game.
Hey, what are you gonna do?
Come on, man.
What are you gonna do? Funch, check your Venmo, man.
Woo!
Let's go.
It's a big game. It's a big World Cup game.
Belgium, Canada. It is. This is a big game.
Okay,
1-0.
So he told the story about. We'll get into Sean McVay in a second.
Yeah.
He told the story. He's talking about Thai food, and
Mhm.
we're talking about some of the dishes he's going to have for Thanksgiving. Taylor heard the story a couple weeks ago. I had never in my life ordered food on Grubhub or DoorDash
Ever?
or Uber, ever.
I thought you're a healthy guy, so you're not really doing
but
that.
But it's not even that. I'm also impatient, and that by the time I go get food, I just go pick it up. So I've always just kind of considered, I'll just go pick it up. Pasadena, there's a bunch of places around. I'll just go get it. It's going to take me 5 minutes to go pick it up. So I finally decide. My girl and I were like, all right, you know what? Let's try it. Let's order DoorDash, or let's use DoorDash. There's a Thai food restaurant that I'm ordering some food from. And I set up, my account online, do the whole thing. I didn't actually even do it on an app. I just did it on my laptop. So I set up my DoorDash account, the whole thing. Beto, I ordered Thai food.
Your first ever endeavor.
First time. I somehow found a way. I was trying to pick between 2 Thai food places.
That you know, or they just popped up?
One I've gone to before. The other one I haven't, but I wanted to try the other one. Okay? So
Ooh, risky.
it's not going where you think it's going to go. Where you think it's going to go completely different.
Okay.
So I make my order at the Thai food restaurant. Somehow in this process that I had both of those Thai food restaurants opened, I ordered from one Thai food place. I didn't realize that the address that I was having the Thai food delivered, no, it wasn't my girl's condo in Pasadena. I had the Thai food ordered to the other Thai restaurant.
This guy.
Beto. There was a DoorDash driver that went to a Thai restaurant in Pasadena, picked up the Thai food, and then went to an address, 910 Union Street, which is probably 3 minutes away, and dropped off Thai food at another Thai food restaurant and left. I'm looking at the app. Okay, this time at this point I have the app now. Okay, and I'm telling my girl, I'm like, hey, the food's they dropped the food off. I'm gonna go out to the front. We'll go pick up the food. the condo complex, it's not uncommon for people to get food and they leave it out there.
Yeah.
I go out there and I'm like, there's no food out here.
This is a Sliwa story.
She comes back and she's like, let me see your phone, and she goes, why does it say 910 Union Street delivery address? I'm like, it's not 910. 910 is the Thai restaurant. I didn't screw that up. She goes, I think you had them drop off the food at another Thai restaurant. So the first time I used DoorDash, now here's me and my girl in our car driving to the other Thai
Which you're
restaurant
trying
to
to
pick
avoid.
up the Thai food.
Wow. Wait, why does she have to go?
Because
She's supportive.
I might have.
She's super
She made her
nice. She's
go.
supportive.
No, she could drive. I was not in a position to. I took advantage of the I don't have to drive thing.
You pulled the Mason.
Beto,
You ordered
Beto,
loaded.
we pulled into a Thai food restaurant. The Thai restaurant is closed. The one that it's delivered to. The lights are completely off. And there's a bench in front of the restaurant with a bag full of Thai food and the receipt that says
Oh, my
Alan
God.
Sliwa on there. And that was my first experience with Thai food. No, not my first. My first experience with DoorDash. I love Thai food. Dumbass. That's a dumbass.
I've done
my
that
man.
on Uber, where sometimes your settings will say, "Oh, home," but it's not really your home, and you order an Uber, and it's like not the spot you're supposed to be picked up at. You're like, "Oh, I'm not here," and then it's usually when I'm at a hotel, and it'll say, like usually I take a flight at 6 a.m., so I'm usually at 4 a.m. getting out of the hotel, so I'm not really paying attention.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, damn it, I have to cancel that. And then they already charge you because the guy's on their way. And next thing you know, you got like a $4 charge for being stupid. But I've never ordered food. And you know what? You're lucky nobody was there, because if that Thai place would have had
with
somebody
you.
there,
They would have thought
they
it
would
was
have
like,
oh, you're insulting me?
Yes.
Your name would have been on the wall. Alan Sliwa
no,
thinks
wouldn't
he's
even been
better than
that.
us.
It wouldn't have been that. They would have thought, why is that Thai food restaurant 3 minutes away sending their Thai
Yeah.
food to our restaurant?
Oh,
Do they think their Thai
you
food
would have
is
started
better?
a Thai food
Yes.
battle. Oh, man.
So, just so you guys
Somebody would have been shot.
So how long was the drive to pick it up, though? Like, was it like 10 minutes or something?
about 3 minutes.
Okay, cool. Like, because I figured if it was more
It
than
was
like
3
15,
minutes
10 or
to
15
either
minutes. It
one
was
of
going to get
these-
cold. Somebody would pick it up.
No, the food was fresh. The food was fresh. Everything was fine. I just ordered Thai food from one restaurant and delivered it to another Thai restaurant. All right, we got to talk. Let's talk Sean McVay when we come back. The Rams yesterday cut Darrell Henderson. We'll do all that coming up next. Stay right here. This is the Travis and Sliwa Show, 710 ESPN. We're 2 hours in. Appreciate you guys being a part of the show. Solid 2 hours so far. Beto Duran sitting in for T-Raj. I'm going to read off a quick tweet here. I think you have one on the Hennessy.
I got a couple.
Tim from the OC. I'm thinking of reevaluating my fandom for Michael Funches after he admits to love to the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade. He and all the 80-year-old lady gathering around to watch the parade is a great image. Let me tell you something, Funch. I don't want you to change, my brother.
Oh, no.
If you want to watch that Macy's Thanksgiving Parade,
I'll be watching
you
it
let
lit
nobody
on some Henny.
here or on. I love that.
It's like, who's your favorite balloon? Like Spider-Man?
Snoopy, probably.
Oh,
Oh, man.
Snoopy the big one?
Who's,
I think they're all
Charlie
just-
Brown. Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown's
Charlie,
yours?
or, yeah,
That's a
Snoopy
good
or
one.
something.
All right,
yeah.
Funch.
It's
You
always
had the
classic.
chance to hold the strings for one of them.
It's got to be Snoopy or Charlie Brown. The
No,
Peanuts.
only
One of the
one.
Peanuts.
Pick one.
I was thinking
All right, Charlie Brown.
All right, Charlie
Oh,
Charlie
Charlie
Brown.
Brown. I can see that.
I don't know if Berg is saying that he's with you on the Macy's parade or he's not with you.
No,
Berg,
no. He's
Berg, where are you on this? He's watching the Macy's parade, all right? It's Thanksgiving.
I think Funches, it's time for you to go home. I'll take over for this last hour.
Well,
That's
it's
fine,
dinner
man.
Ready for the
time.
Macy's
Yeah,
parade.
I didn't want to come in. That's fine.
You don't have to tell Funches twice. Funches already
It's like, all right,
on
serious.
110.
I'm taking the headphones off. I'm out.
Yeah. Funch right here. This one comes from BG on my Instagram who said,
that's funny.
tell Funch to bring a bottle of Hennessy for him. And if he's got Latino in-laws, bring a bottle of Bucanas, the whiskey for the family. You'll be good. So bring a bottle for them. Bring a bottle for yourself.
That sounds like the solution right
All right,
there.
I will.
All right. And also my boy Victor Cedeno. Damn you, Beto. I'm at Honey Baked right now in line listening on the app. Why are you calling me out? I didn't know he was there. Oh, man.
Oh, those lines are crazy right now.
Oh, yeah. That's why you download the ESPNLA app and we take care of you.
That's
We're
right.
there with you, programming
You don't even
all day
feel
long.
you don't even feel like you're in line anymore.
No, at all. Mark Cates is ready to go. Everybody's ready to
Yeah,
go.
by the way, a lot more people than I thought would be in here today.
Yeah, they're all leaving, though.
A lot more people than I thought.
They're leaving at 12.
I don't know if they're going to be here by the time 7 o'clock rolls around, but
No.
a lot of people right now. The Rams are 3-7.
Ugh.
Go look at those NFL standings right now. And, listen, we talk and we'll continue to talk about the Lakers and everything else, but certain squads have certain expectations.
Yes.
The Dodgers right now, the expectation is go win a World Series. And they, delivered in 2020. You want to put a question mark there. You want 6 to get whatever you want to do. They deliver in 2020. But I think it's fair to say that every year that the Dodgers play, the expectation is go get to the World Series and see if you can go get one. The expectation right now for the Lakers is can you just make it to the playoffs and figure it out from there? And I don't have your answer because they're 5-11 right now. We'll see if they could turn things around.
Just get in the tournament.
Get in the tournament. The expectations for the Los Angeles Rams coming into this season was, all right, they're coming off a Super Bowl. You're bringing back your core. You paid a lot of your dudes. Yeah, why wouldn't you think that they're going to be in the mix? And by the time we get to Thanksgiving, we're having a conversation about the Los Angeles Rams saying they're 7-3, maybe they're 6-4 at the worst. They're 3-7 right now. Let me tell you, there's 2 teams with a worse record than the Los Angeles Rams in the NFC. Carolina Panthers are 3-8. The Chicago Bears are 3-8.
Ugh.
The Rams could easily lose again this week, which they probably will at KC, and they'll have a similar record to those other teams. Do we put enough? I'm just curious to get your opinion on this because I get the praising Sean McVay. You should. Sean McVay deserves the praise that he's been so far as a head coach in the NFL. He's been amazing.
Mm-hmm. You win Super Bowls, you do that. You come in as boy wonder, you're going to get that.
Are you think enough people are pointing the finger at Sean McVay at this season and saying a lot of this is also on you and there's not enough blame going to that coach?
There's a lot of blame for the entire organization. Because, remember, F them picks, right? You sold out to win a Super Bowl, and it paid off. You had your...
Made a T-shirt during the parade.
You did. You had that. But, just like the Lakers, sold out to win the championship and win the bubble, you know that there's going to be consequences, and the Rams are paying for the consequences right now.
There's a bill ready to... You're going to have
It's
to
a
pay
big
that bill at some time.
And when you start cutting players in the middle of the season, guys that you expected to contribute, you look at Henderson, who they cut, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you knew he was going to be less of an impact this year because they traded up to get Kyron Williams, right? And Williams, his role was going to be bigger as the season progressed because he's a rookie. You're trying to figure out the game, figure out the NFL life. He's been hurt.
See if he's got a real opportunity.
Yeah, he's been hurt. But once he got healthier, the midseason, you're like, okay, you can do that stuff. But when you start cutting players of that prominence, you're basically saying, let's get ready for next year. They also waived Justin Hollins. You look at Darrell Henderson, and you saw this with the Broncos. They waived Melvin Gordon.
Yep.
Because when you're a team that's not going anywhere, all right, let's cut the fat and let's move on and see what we have. So the Rams essentially are just saying, hey, let's see what these young guys have right now. And I see where you're going with does McVay deserve some blame? Absolutely. Because you're the one on top. And when you're the coach and you're the face of the organization, you know what it is that you're the one that has to answer for it. So you're looking at it and you're like, Now, there were problems in that locker room with Henderson all season long, right? There's been issues. I mean, we don't hear about what exactly the issue is, because they do NFL media wise, you're so limited on the access that you get. You know, and Jordan Rodriguez from the Athletic or Gary Klein from the Time, they do a great job covering the team and getting you information for it. But we don't know the ins and outs of the day-to-day life. So when you're looking at this team, you know, winning is a great cologne. When you're losing, and you're losing in this way, and you're kind of looking around, you're like, who's our left tackle today? You know, the line is beat up. Our quarterback is now out with concussions. You're looking at, wait, who do we got today? Like
Cooper Kupp out at least a month.
A huge blow, right? And if you're Cooper Kupp, are you going to come back? For what? For the last couple games? I know as a professional, you have pride, you want to come back. But your shelf life as one of the elite players in the league is only a couple years. Why risk that when you're
There's nothing
5
to play
and
for.
11?
There's
Exactly.
nothing to play for.
So there's a lot of blame to go around. But if you're a Rams fan who didn't see this coming, you're delusional. You knew that this team was going to be limited. There's a reason Whitworth retired when he did. Go out on top. Like, why would he come back for one more season when you knew that it's going to be interesting and you're going to be limited? And Aaron Donald, who's just a monster, best dude out there. You know, do you keep him? Do you trade him? Like, you have nothing. The cupboard is bare for the Rams. So you have to do something for this organization quickly.
So I'll say this: I think the 3-7 is a really, really bad record in the NFL. 3-7 for a team coming off a Super Bowl it's as bad as it gets. 3-7, 3-7, Beto. We're not talking about the team is hovering around 500. Every close game and every good game, they've been on the other side.
Season's washed.
I look at something yesterday I thought was interesting. Darrell Henderson, you know, he's obviously no longer part of the team. His tweet is the sunglasses emoji and basically 2 high fives.
Yep.
Right? I think about when Jalen Ramsey, after the loss to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, saying to basically the defense did their job. What the hell is the offense doing? Well, you know who you're talking to. You know who you're talking to when you say, where's the offense? You're also talking to Sean McVay. Get some points on the board. We can't just win the entire game for 60 minutes. And there was a moment in that game in Tampa, which I really thought was a turning point in the season. And not to tell you that they were going to go make a run if they won that game.
No.
But
it goes back to with the Lakers. Give me that effort.
Okay.
Give me some kind of hope.
How about Sean McVay in that situation where, what is it, a minute left on the clock, something like that? You run 3 plays, you don't get a first down. Your 3rd and 5 is basically you're saying we're not trying to get a first down. You punt the ball, Tom Brady comes back. That's when Jalen Ramsey saying, you guys want to participate too? Because we've been playing defense for
the entire game.
The entire game we've come through, and they didn't come through at the end there. But that's why I bring up the Sean McVay stuff, because whether it was the Cam Akers situation that still was confusing, he's gone, he's back, whatever the case is. Darrell Henderson basically cheering in a tweet that he's no longer a part of the Rams. Jalen Ramsey right in front of the media saying, I'm not sure what's happening. This is new territory for Sean McVay. Your team
it's not kumbaya anymore.
Your team is really, really bad. You're not expected. You probably won't be favored in any of these games. Maybe they got the Raiders, I think, of one of them, whatever the case is. But you're not. You could very easily sit at. They could end up with 4 or 5 wins at the most this season, and you have some chatter in the locker room that you really haven't felt before. That's what makes this season different.
And when you're a coach like Sean McVay, who's had so much success early on, who's never really had to face the adversity of it, when you talk to players in different sports, whether it's football, baseball, whatever it is, and you have a coach who is such a looming presence in the community, in the media, in the league, Phil Jackson with the Lakers, for example. You see Phil, and you're like, okay, that's the face of the team right now. Right now, McVay's the face of it. So when things go good, you get all the awards. When things go bad, how many times would people complain about Phil when he was coaching that he didn't call the timeouts, he didn't do this?
Yep.
It's about the management of the players behind the scenes. And when you start losing guys, and when these guys are making how many millions, whatever it is, 50, 60, or 1, or if you're a practice squad guy, and you're a player who's not buying into what the coach is saying, you're going to be gone. Because right now, McVay's bigger than these guys. Because that's the guy. Because he hasn't lost.
He's the guy.
He's been winning.
Yeah, it's simple.
It's been
He's
Midas
the guy.
touch with him. But when you start losing, that's when everybody starts poking. All right, what do you got here?
Yep.
What do you got there? McVay couldn't win with Jared Goff. Let's get you somebody you can win. Stafford. Boom, there it is. You win. Now what are you going to do? And you see Stafford, like, man, you feel bad for the guy. He got beat up.
It's more for me. It's more the chatter internally, right? Like if that internal noise comes to the outside and it's in front of the media or whatever the case is, that makes me kind of curious about the franchise. All right, 3 games on tomorrow.
What do we got?
Buffalo, Detroit. That's the 9:30
Well, yeah, that's
game.
the no matter what. I never watched that game. That's the Detroit game. I don't watch that.
Okay, we got the Giants and the Cowboys at 1:30.
Oh, that's good.
You got the Patriots and the Vikings at 5:20. That's a good lineup of games. It's a good lineup. Beto, I'm the guy that I cannot stand when I'm forced to watch the same teams on Thanksgiving and they suck.
Remember, used to be Washington every year.
Every year. By the way, even the Cowboys. How many years have the Cowboys not?
I'm
been
okay
good?
with the tradition of the Cowboys doing it because that's all I know.
But that's the I've always
Detroit.
kinda
I'm
looked at
okay
this.
with that. Like that would be the only time I would see Detroit all year
Lions
long.
Lions a tradition as well.
Yeah, I'm okay with. I just
Okay,
like when they bring out the turducken with John Madden, like the.
Oh yeah.
That's the when you do it. When you get the big leg, that's what you want to have.
And we could do this coming back. Between the holiday games, Christmas you got all the NBA games. NFL you obviously owns Thanksgiving, and then New Year's is all the college football, basically the college football championship. Which one is the best of those 3 holidays?
Ooh.
Don't answer it
Ooh.
yet. We'll do all
Ooh.
that coming up next. Plus, I want to get back into this Lakers game yesterday versus the Phoenix Suns.
Why?
A lot of reasons.
Why?
I got a lot of reasons.
Okay.
Plus, on top of that, was it Devin Booker that had some interesting words for Patrick Beverly? So, again, all that coming up next. Stay right here. This is the Travis and Sliwa Show on
still up 1-0, man. They just gave yellow card to Belgium. See, they're hating on my squad, bro.
He made your turkey trot tomorrow. Look, he's going to do a quick 10K-er.
I'm doing a 5K-ish with the beer at 6 in the morning. Kate just walked in. He's like, I'm going to
I
do a
don't
10K.
think Kate's is going to be doing a beer in the morning.
No,
I
Kate's
have a feeling his Thanksgiving will be a little bit different than
Kate's
yours.
is running for time.
Yeah, he is.
I'm running for pride.
When I see people do that, by the way, which I have not been running, but when I see people do that where they're trying to beat their personal best or looking at their phone, I'm like, bro, you just lapped me twice. Relax. Just
That's
relax.
but we did a half marathon together.
We did.
You were gone fast.
That was here. That
LA
was here
Live.
in Indian LA Live. All right, during this holiday season, ESPNLA and Subaru are partnering with the Folds of Honor Foundation for our inaugural Long Drive-a-thon event. Proceeds raised will provide scholarships to families of American fallen or disabled military and first responders. Event is taking place on Friday, December 9th at Black Gold Golf Club in Yorba Linda. If you'd like to participate, purchase a green fee. Go to blackgoldgolf.com. That's blackgoldgolf.com. Love, it's what makes Subaru. Great golf course and a great cause. All right, so let me set this up for you, and you tell me which one you get more excited about. NFL games coming up tomorrow. Obviously, Thursday, you got food. It's Thanksgiving. You're kicking back. You're relaxing, probably having some drinks. And you get NFL football all day. Christmas, you got 5 NBA games. By the way, I'm so happy Lakers are on the road this year.
Are they on the road?
Yeah, they're on the road.
Oh, good for you.
They're on the road. But you got 5
And
games.
it's an early game, too.
What time is it at?
It's at 12.
Okay, I'll take a
Good
noon.
for you.
I'll take a
tip-off.
noon tip-off.
Man,
I'll
for
take
so many
that.
years, it was like, oh, what do you do for Christmas? Laker game.
I know. But you got the Christmas. You got the 5 games that are there.
That's too many.
Start at like 10 or something like that, and goes till I think 7:30 is the last game.
Yeah,
You got a
yeah.
couple
All day
of
long,
West
yeah.
Coast teams. And then New Year's. Is it New Year's or New Year's Eve that they do the college football championship or the college football playoff? They got 2 games. Well, it's either
I
New
believe
Year's
New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve, you have got your top 4 teams. You're going to get 2 games, and obviously the stakes are incredibly high. Which of those 3 sporting days is your favorite around the holidays?
I'm a Thanksgiving kind of guy because Thanksgiving I don't go anywhere. So the reason I like Thanksgiving, not just the football, but there's college basketball. And if you can know anything about me, you know I'm a degenerate. So I'm watching the Battle of the Bahamas.
That's a great quote. If you know anything about me, I'm a degenerate.
So I'm watching
Beto Duran.
Yeah, Battle of the Bahamas. My boy Boog Sciambi's on the broadcast down there because ESPN will show all these games. Our good friend Sean Farnham will be on the broadcast.
Freaking lost yesterday.
Yeah.
Arizona.
There's also a tournament in Cancun. So you start seeing games in like ballrooms. And if you're looking at the numbers, you can always find some kind of action that's a little askew
Sure.
later on. Like I'm also the guy that loves watching Hawaii football at 10 o'clock at night on a Saturday, right? Hawaii, ain't nothing like Hawaii San Jose State shootout, you know? Aloha, Melikaliki Maka, bro. Let's go.
This guy's
That's
pacing,
my style.
He's pacing at 11:30 at night on
Well,
Saturday.
remember, so on Thanksgiving, I stay with my parents. So my dad, I give him a couple of drinks. He's asleep by 8-ish. So I got nothing else to do, and I don't start my Die Hard movies until December. Like I don't get my Christmas going until December. So that's my spot. New Year's Eve, it's weird. It's different because usually we were kind of working an event, usually somewhere, and that's more like family party kind of things going on. Christmas Day, it's for so many years. Like I said, we would work Laker games where you would open up the gifts in the morning with the kids and be like, all right, I'm gone. I got to go because there's like a 3 o'clock Laker game. You got going for pregame and all that other stuff. So Christmas, it's just too many games because it's like, man, you've been watching basketball all day long. You can do that, but by the time you get to Denver at 7 o'clock against Utah, nothing against George Sedano because he's probably working that game, but I'm already tapped out because for the Latinos, we do Christmas Eve, and we go hard, man. We go super hard. There's usually some kind of drama with some tia that hated on something or some snot-nosed kid that
So you don't have time for all this.
Yeah, it's a lot. That's why I love working on Christmas because get away from that. So you need that day to recover. But no, Thanksgiving weekend.
So Thanksgiving, your day.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
that's-
And then that's also cool
for
because
sports.
for here locally in high school, you want to be, if you're playing high school football, you want to be the team that practices on Thanksgiving because this weekend are the CIF championships. So Division I, Bosco and Mater Dei, they play at the Rose Bowl on Friday night. So that means if you're practicing high school football on a Thursday on Thanksgiving, that means you're in the championship game. So it's always been cool to see those
That's
kind of
real
stories.
deal.
And I usually work one of those games. This year I won't because I'm actually going to the Bosco Mater Dei game with
Okay.
Sedano.
All right.
So
Very
at
nice.
the Rose Bowl. So we're going. My son goes to Bosco, so we're going to go check that out. He's a senior, so he'll see his friend. So that's what's going on. Saturday, what am I going?
So,
Also,
but-
I'm a
but-
soccer dad. I'm busy this weekend.
But you are of all those days, it's Thanksgiving for you.
Yeah.
Taylor, you got a. I mean, listen, I know you're
Come
a
on.
big Kings fan. There's a beam
They're not
going
playing on
up
Christmas
there.
too often, but I still love Christmas Day basketball. It's a tradition for me, seeing those
Yeah.
classics.
So Christmas Day,
Shaq
number
versus
one.
Kobe.
Mhm.
Just the Heat when LeBron was on the Heat playing the Lakers. All good games, always.
Remember when Shaq was at a Christmas game when it's Miami? Miami's or Shaq's with Miami. Was that the one where Bynum decided to
think
push
so.
him and then Shaq
think
was
so.
like,
Go
get the
back and
hell out of the
forth.
way?
Yeah.
Yeah, get the hell out of the way.
I just remember the one when LeBron was with Cleveland and they had the foam fingers handed out to the fans and they threw him out there. It was that Nike promotion.
I don't think they're going to do another one of those.
Yeah, he had the one.
coming time soon.
Never
I
give
think
fans
that's happening.
anything they can throw.
Yeah. Funch, is this an easy one too? Are you NBA?
Christmas Day NBA. Yeah, all day long. I'll try to watch all 5 games if I could. If I could.
Okay.
No, you won't. You're married, bro.
Believe
Yeah.
it or not. Believe it or not.
Early days, I could watch all 5 games.
Christmas Day for me, I think is third. I think it's third on my
Really?
list.
Come on.
Yeah.
Mr. NBA here.
Mr. I watch
Mr.
basketball all the
Laker pre- and
time.
post guy.
Listen. Now, maybe I was watching a couple days ago the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Atlanta Hawks on.
You were the one.
I was the one. On
That's a good matchup right now.
It is a good
In
matchup.
November, ain't
Yeah,
nobody
it
watching
is.
that,
Okay.
bro. 4
Here's-
o'clock.
Here's my only thing with the NBA. On Christmas, we still got a lot of time left, right? And it's not like I like that the games are on in the background, but I'm not going out of my way to say I want to watch all these games. Like you were just mentioning, Funches. Which one do you think's my number one, Taylor? Between the college football on New Year's Eve,
I know what a college
NFL
football.
on Thursday, Thanksgiving, and then the NBA basketball.
I hear you complain about NFL teams playing on Thanksgiving every other day, Slee.
Yeah.
And I know how big of a college football fan you are, so I'm going to guess New Year's.
It's just the stakes are so high.
Oh.
The stakes are.
But that's new. That's a new thing.
The college football championship. You get 2 games. You get 1 versus 4. You get 2
I'm
versus
not
3.
gonna lie, I haven't watched them because
Oh, I
it's
think
New
they're
Year's
amazing.
Eve. It's for me the New Year's Eve football game.
But it's in the day.
See, no. See, you
We're
missing
good.
out.
It's in the day.
Let me tell you something, my man. Because it's brand new, so I don't like anything new. Right? I'm gonna sound like the old guy. For me, New Year's Eve is
I want
special.
tradition.
I want tradition.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be the John Hancock Sun Bowl on CBS at 11 o'clock. That's the game that's supposed to happen. If you know anything about the John Hancock Sun Bowl, it's 2 teams that don't want to be in El Paso on a cold day.
Yep.
You ever been to El Paso? Just keep on driving, bro. And you see the people in the mountain there, and it looks freezing cold. That's the tradition right there. That's that's real college football. None of this.
You get
Playoff.
You get 1 o'clock game. Number 1 versus number 4. And
Nah.
then 2 versus 3 taking on. Hey, this year you
Give
might
me
have
the
you might
Big
have SC
Eight-
in it.
Give me the Big 8 against Pac-10. Nothing like you haven't lived until you've seen Iowa and USC in the Sun Bowl with Tom
What was
Berdovich.
it? What was it? Nah, you have to tell me. I mean, San Diego State, they're in one of those bowls every year. I'm like, what is this? What is the Cheez-It Bowl or
Yeah.
whatever the hell it is?
Nah, that's how as a kid I used to know all the bowls. Like, remember the Blue Bonnet Bowl? Yeah, Raycom Sports. Yeah,
Taylor, do you have the sound from Devin Booker from yesterday? Do you have it there? All right, see if you get it. If you get it in a second, let me set it up here real quick. So, Lakers play the Suns yesterday, and we got sort of a game, right? Lakers were up 2 at half, and I had a lot of curiosity to yesterday's game simply because Lakers have won 3 games in a row, but I can poke holes at the teams they beat, the players that were out. Anthony Davis has looked great for 3 games in a row. Can you do it against a good Phoenix Suns team? Can you do it against DeAndre Ayton, who's obviously a nice center in the NBA? Lakers end up losing the game by 10. I thought they actually hung. I thought they fought. Beto, you were saying a little bit earlier, cool, that's all nice and dandy, but there are no more victories when you're 5-11. I can't argue that. That's a fair argument to make. But something happened yesterday that I think is kind of an interesting storyline. Pat Bev came to the Lakers to be a certain type of player.
he's Martin McSorley.
He came to the Lakers to basically say, all right, hey, let me be the guy. You guys want
He's-
a dog? I could be
Yeah.
that dog for the Lakers.
He's gonna bark.
So there was a few minutes left in the game. Austin Reeves gets hit by Devin Booker. For some reason, Devin Booker stares down Austin Reeves, who's holding his face on the ground. And then for some reason, DeAndre Ayton says, I'll do the same thing as well. And then Patrick Beverly pushes DeAndre Ayton to the
He
floor.
runs over and
gets
pushes
thrown out, whatever he does. This is, you got it over there? This is Devin Booker after the game talking about Pat Bev.
I mean, you try your best. I mean, NBA game, you don't expect that to go down because there's so many more opportunities that we see each other than out there on the court. But it's an emotional game, and I would say things like that happen, but not very often, especially a push in the back. That's what I spoke on in my post-game interview on the court is, like, I'd have a lot more respect if he just pushed him in the chest when the man's facing him.
What's your thoughts on that? Because I hear what he's saying. They were putting up some clips yesterday. Remember when Pat Bev was with the Clippers?
That's what he's known for.
He was with the Clippers. Chris Paul was walking the sideline. He pushes him in the back.
Yeah.
Pushes him much worse than he pushed DeAndre Ayton yesterday. You think there's some truth to that? You think what do you kind of take away? Which, by the way, I kind of like the chippiness from both of these.
Yeah,
teams.
so I was at my son's high school game. So when I got in the car, I see Twitter, and I'm like, oh, this happened. They're going back and forth. And was I surprised it was Pat Beverly? Not one bit.
Sure.
Because that's what he's there for. And if you look at the video, there's Anthony Davis is standing there, not doing anything. Russell Westbrook in the back, clapping like he, as Russ even said afterwards, I like it. I like that shit because Russ likes that edge. But your stars can't get involved in a shoving match like that.
Sure.
Pat Beverly's going to get fined and suspended. He knows his role. He had no points in that game, right? He was like, I think the Kamenetsky tweeted he was like a minus 17 in that game.
He was minus 15. It was the worst of anybody on the floor yesterday.
What he's going to do. He's going to be the guy who's going to stick up for you, get in somebody's face, like in hockey, the enforcer, just get up there and do the dirty work. He's going to, hey, if you suspend me for a couple games, cool, I did it. It's also sending the message, you can't mess with our guys. You can't punk us, basically. Now, the shoving in the back, hey, done that. But you also got to know that when you're in a situation like that, when you're standing over a player, there are no rules anymore. Right? If you're going to be taunting, you're going to be standing over somebody, if you're going to be looking down at somebody, I only saw the Twitter highlight of what was going on. Like,
that was it.
You should be expected.
More than that.
And also, pro athletes fighting, they don't want to fight, right? Baseball is the worst at it. It's like, oh, okay, I want to come out there and fight. If you really wanted to fight, you want to fight. Hockey's the only one where they have to go after it. But I'm not surprised that Pat Beverly did it.
Yeah.
I like it.
I was
Pat
going to
Beverly's
say
stepping up for his teammates.
I was going to say, at least for the Lakers this last year plus, I don't mind a moment like that. I don't mind as long as nobody's getting hurt. It's not like Pat Bev.
It could escalate without a doubt for the next game.
It's not like something specifically happened there, but if you're telling me the Lakers, there's a little bit of edge, there's a little bit of chippiness, somebody gets thrown out, I don't think there's a Laker fan out there that's going to say, I don't want to see that.
That's why people are jumping on AD. Oh, he didn't do anything. Hey, superstars can't do that. You okay, go ahead. He goes and does it, and then he's gone for 3 games. Then what? There's a reason you have certain guys on your team who have an edge for you. There's a reason you have certain guys on your team. Kobe brought in Matt Barnes, remember?
Yep.
For that reason, because if you need it, you need that dog in practice is going to chirp at you. That's not going to back down from you.
Let me give you those players. And again, these were on championship type teams. Rick Fox, Derek Fisher, Meta World Peace, Matt Barnes, like you mentioned. Lakers have obviously always had players like that. You got to have guys like that on your team. You mentioned Anthony Davis. Let's talk about AD when we come back. Plus, Bron could be coming back on Friday for the Lakers. We'll do all that coming up next. Stay right here. It's Travis and Slee, 710 ESPN. have keys to the gate.
Mm.
Yeah, they just have me go. I don't think I can get. I think there's a certain point where the 5 freeway is like, okay, hey, if your family's from El Cajon, you have to get off the 5. You got to get the 805. Got to start taking that 805 east. Yeah, you guys start going east. And then you can connect that 805. They might even just make me go 52, where I don't even get to see the 8.
Yeah, they're
The
going to
8,
send you to
Mission
Vista,
Valley,
huh?
Fashion Valley, all that other stuff.
Yeah,
They're
Cappy's
like, no.
not acknowledging you there.
Yeah, he's on the 5.
You're with the people, Sliwa. You know, you are more with the people than I thought, man. You're down.
The 5 is, that's some good living out there.
I wouldn't know. I just keep on. Every time I go, they won't let me get off the exit at Del Mar. Now you'll be good tomorrow. So you and the
I don't think I'll hit traffic.
You and the lady friend, Lady Slee, going down to San Diego.
Yeah, we'll go down. Like I said, it's at noon, so it's actually good timing.
Is there
I'm
any
not gonna
like
have too much.
Sliwa family drama? Or does everybody get along?
No, everybody kind of gets along.
All right.
It's pretty low key. Plus, there's 2 sides of the family. One side of the family who's not the side of the family that's going to be there tomorrow. One side drinks a lot. The other side does not drink a lot. Tomorrow is the not drink a lot side. So, I have a cooler full of beer that I'll have to handle all that tomorrow. But I have a cooler full of beer, got the hard liquors and everything else. By the time Thanksgiving is over, I'm going to be like, I don't know, did anybody even come here? It's going to be like 3 beers drank and 64 sparkling waters.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
If it was the other side of the family, we got to go get more liquor.
Okay, good. See, that's called balance right there.
Yeah.
All right, that's good. That's good. So no drama, no nothing, nobody fighting, nobody in the front yard going, I hate you.
Do you have good drama?
Nah, we just pick on each other.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just like my group chat, my family group chat. I don't know what it is. There's like 180 messages right now from this morning because, yeah, it's a lot of like just picking on each other. I'm the one that instigates, as you can tell.
Did you send him the photo as well? Or do you not have his number?
No, I don't have his number.
Okay.
What you
The
got?
Cranberry blog.
Bro, look at this. Look at this.
What is that?
Come on, man.
Oh, that's the picture of that old man from the Ocean Spray commercial.
Yeah, that's where they grow the cranberries, Wisconsin.
Oh, that's what it is?
Yeah.
In the
Show
water?
it show it on the iPad here.
Oh, here we go.
All right, so just as an example,
This is fascinating.
that
to
is
me.
fascinating.
See,
Taylor,
when you're
Taylor,
a real
you said
city
stuff-
kid, you don't know this
You
stuff.
said stuff today that was so nonchalant, which I love it. Like, you're just yourself, right? That's just how
That's
it is.
the middle of America,
And
man.
Beto and I
Never
looked
been
at it and
there.
have no idea what he's talking about. That's what makes it so interesting.
I guess. I mean, it's just a basic Thanksgiving meal to me, but
See, when you're from L.A., born and raised, or
Yeah.
San Diego, born and raised, you're used to congestion. You're used to noise.
Yep.
We don't know what it's like to hear
To have
crickets.
fresh air.
Yeah, to hear. When they the silence is deafening.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know what it's like when you walk outside and it's quiet. Like that's weird to me when
Mm-hmm.
it's quiet. Like I need noise. Like that's just how born and raised here. So I don't know these quirky middle America stuff that's normal to you guys. For me, it's like wow. I'm like the first time I saw snow, I was like, whoa, this is amazing.
hell is
Right.
this?
My sister's
it
like.
gets old really quick.
Exactly. My sister lives in Denver. She's like, no, we need to shovel this. I'm like, I'll do it. Yeah, this is great.
Let's go drive.
Yeah.
7 minutes later, you're like, "No, I'm good."
I'm good.
Thank you.
So I work boxing a lot, right? So I'm all over the country, different worlds. I've been working in Toronto recently, and my partners were talking about getting snow tires. I don't know what the hell snow tires are.
Sure.
So I said, well, why don't you guys just put on chains? They looked at me like, what are you talking about? So I have to make an appointment to put on snow tires. I'm like, can't you just change it? Who are you? I'm like, well, I'm a guy from LA and it's 35 degrees and I'm freezing right now. I didn't know
listen,
this.
You know what we are?
I didn't know that you salt the road.
Listen, we're the guys that we
Are-
go to Big
are
Bear.
happy?
We go to Big Bear for a weekend. Okay, and I'm like, come on, guys, we really need chains. And then you start driving. I've done this before. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
no, I think we're fine. And then you start driving. There's just a little bit of ice,
Oh, yeah. Black ice is hard, though.
and I'm like, guys, I'm pulling over and walking.
Yeah.
That's how little we kind of know. When
I
it
used to go
comes some of this
snowboarding
stuff.
every Friday when I was in my 20s.
Mm-hmm.
I would have the Friday pass, and every Friday I'd be at Big Bear, boom, had the chains because you need to have them in your car.
Yep.
I had a Cherokee 4x4, all that good stuff. Did I ever use it? Nope, because the moment one little snowflake was falling, sorry guys, we're not going because
Over.
I don't know how to
Everything's
drive in the snow. I've never driven in the snow, even though I snowboard all the time.
All right, that's what happens when you're from
Soft.
From Southern, no, when you're from Southern California. Okay, let me read off. Let me read off this line from yesterday.
From what sport? What we got?
37, 21, 5 and 5.
37, 21, 5 and 5. That's a locker combination or something.
It is a locker combination. You can get into my gym. Anthony Davis had 37 points.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Anthony
He had
Davis.
21 rebounds.
Perfect.
He had 5 block shots.
Perfect.
He had 5 steals.
Perfect.
You look at some of these stat muses putting up stats. I'm like, I don't even know what this means. They're like, yeah, this player has only done this once since 1988. It was Charles Barkley. Hakeem Olajuwon
He's
has
a
3
freak.
of these.
He's an absolute freak when he's on.
At what point do you say to yourself, because I have not seen a stretch like this from Anthony Davis.
But
I
there's
mean,
no
even-
LeBron on the floor. That's what gets me. That's my caveat. Like, okay, yeah, this is great. We want to see that. But we would see this when he was in New Orleans too, right? When he was the main guy. When you have a LeBron on your team, you're not going to get this from him. It's just not the way the
Why is
Lakers are.
that?
It's the way
Explain
the
it to
Lakers
me.
are built.
Okay.
It's the way that the Lakers move the ball around right now. Would I love to see more Anthony Davis, less LeBron? Absolutely. Are we going to? I don't see it.
But do you think, first off, he's had games where LeBron hasn't been there, and he has not had a stretch like this. Okay, so you're not wrong what you're saying. But if you're LeBron James and you're saying to yourself, all right, I'm in my 20th season in the NBA. You said go ahead and add his playoff minutes as well.
161 games.
Now
something
you
like that.
got whatever that is after that. I think even more than that, playoff games. But it's an additional few seasons.
Yep.
Right?
3.5 full seasons of
It-
playoff basketball.
If you're LeBron James, aren't you saying to yourself, AD, you back? Wait. Anthony Davis, you've done this for 4 straight games. Are you telling me that I could come back, play for the Lakers, which he's most likely going to do on Friday, and I don't have to be – I could be the person that is 20 years in the league and be the second best player on this team, and we could build this damn thing around you? Aren't you, if you're LeBron James, hoping and praying that you can walk back into a situation and you say, guys, every time we walk on the floor, I'm not the best player on the floor. It's that dude right there. It's Anthony Davis. I thought that was always the plan.
It's 266 career playoff games for LeBron James. And if you're looking at this, yeah, this would be the plan. This is the plan that we thought were going to happen. This is a plan that the front office thought that they were going to have when you had AD. Yes, okay, so let's just go, we're going to do this. But don't you think they're thinking in the back of their head, until how long does he get hurt? How long before something flares up? And then you got to change the offense again, don't you?
Yeah, here's the problem with that. And you're not wrong, because he's played basically half the games the last 2 years. I don't think you could think like that. I don't think you can. I think probably some of the reason why AD had 2 freak injuries last year. The
Yeah.
last big game the Lakers played was against the Suns, who they played yesterday, but the last big game they played was in the playoffs, 2020, 2021. Lakers went up 2-1 in that series. AD dominating. He gets injured, and then Lakers lose that series 4-2. If AD, I felt like there were times last year when he came back, and I'm like, I think this dude is thinking about his injuries. By the way,
Absolutely.
I would be too. I think it's very
Absolutely.
natural to think that. But I think you just kind of ride with what you have. And if you got something that's finally working that you haven't felt was working in a while, it's Bron that now is going to have to be the player that adjusts to it. You don't look very confident that Bron would do that. I think Bron would do it. Why wouldn't you do it? Do you really want more on your shoulders at this stage of your career? He averaged 30 last year. Lakers were 16 games, 33 and 49. They were 16 games below 500.
It's the best thing for the team.
Mm-hmm. You have some hesitation on that.
You don't? You see this team day to day, way more than the average fan.
I think if LeBron is sold on no AD's real deal again, I think he jumps on and says, go freaking do your thing. What do you need from me? You want 10 rebounds and 10 dimes and I'll give you 22 points? Cool. Are we winning games or not? I don't think he's had that confidence in Anthony Davis
No,
these last
nobody
couple of
has.
years.
Nobody's really had the confidence. But then I need more, me hypothetically being LeBron, I need more of a sample size in 4 games to say, hey, I'm just going to give it to you.
Is it, by the way, but you're not wrong on that.
And then we also need to see how we play together. Because LeBron gets the ball way more
Sure.
than
Sure.
he would right now. Like,
No, LeBron is kind of everything will, obviously continue to run through him. He's got the ball. And AD just naturally, I don't know about you, he's less aggressive. When LeBron is there, I don't see
everybody is.
I don't see him
because
saying,
they stand there
give
and
me
watch.
the damn ball
no,
on the block.
That's not what he's going to do.
Mhm.
That's not what he's going to do.
All right, well, that if they got any shot of turning this thing around, I really do feel like yesterday started a streak. They got 16 of 22 games on the road. 16 of their next 22 on the road. And Beto, they're 0-6 on the road. So you're basically saying by the time you get to January 1st, Either the Lakers are in the hunt.
You got to win
they're
eventually,
somewhere in
baby.
the
You got
mix,
to win eventually.
or they're out of the mix.
San Antonio on Friday?
San Antonio Friday and Saturday. Come back to crypto 7 and 11. You got Portland and Indiana after that, both home games. Get as close as you can to 500. All right, we got the dump coming up next. Stay right here. Travis and Sliwa Show. Beto, Duran filling in. 7. All right, we got coverage of the 2020 FIFA World Cup on ESPNLA. It is presented, as we've been mentioning, Estrella Jalisco. Stay tuned to ESPNLA every night for the Road to the Cup show hosted by the voice of the LAFC, Dave Denholm. Dave gives you a deep dive into the World Cup's most exclusive and exciting matchups, in-depth analysis of the action in Qatar, and all the drama that is FIFA World Cup football. Estrella Jalisco, proud supporter of Team Mexico. Let's cheer them on with an Estrella Jalisco beer in hand. Vamos Mexico. Drink responsibly.
Vamos Mexico Saturday
there it
against Argentina, man. Huge game.
Damn.
Huge game, especially since Argentina lost. Memo Ochoa coming up big
Is this the
yesterday.
Messi comeback game?
Man, shut your mouth. Hey, Messi coming back from nothing. Mexico's going to win, bro.
There was-
know
there
your
was-
audience, Funch.
There was a game. I don't know how long ago it was. It had to have been 15 years ago plus. Qualcomm Stadium down in San Diego. Mexico,
Sold out.
Argentina.
Sold out.
In a friendly or whatever,
Yep.
whatever it was. But it was one of the coolest sporting events I've ever
Oh,
been
you
to.
went to?
I went
Oh,
to.
that's any Mexico anything game is awesome.
One
man.
of the, and especially because Argentina, right? Like that's two.
rivals right there.
That's such a good game. But anyway,
Shit.
so that's coming up on Saturday. All right, a couple things here in the dump. This day, 1993, Snoop Dogg dropped his debut album, Doggy Style.
Damn. 10th grade, Carson High. I remember hearing this. I was getting a ride home from Eddie in his van, his Astro van. I'm like, what is this? I'm like, this guy's from Long Beach. I'm
Okay,
like, what is this?
All right, because I know Funches, you grew up loving hip hop.
Yeah.
Beto,
Absolutely, man.
big hip hop fan.
Oh, yeah, Power 106 all day when I was a kid.
What is, if I say, and I know this is not easy to do, but if I said one of your favorite hip hop albums growing up, I don't know where this is. This is not my favorite. Mine would be Black Star, Talib Kweli, and Mos Def.
Wow,
That
look
was my
at
favorite.
you.
That was my
There's
favorite
no
back
way
in the
Travis
day.
would know what you just said.
Well, that's
No,
on my
he
list
wouldn't.
too, man. But
He
this is
would
on
not.
my list too.
But that was see, it's very important of where you were in your at that age of your life.
Mm-hmm.
For me, when the Chronic came out,
Oh,
Like that's the one
ridiculous.
because you're making that transition from junior high to high school.
Yep.
And then you're able to go like now some of your friends are driving, so you're able to go to Tower Records or Warehouse to buy a CD, and it was only like what $13-14 at the time. Or if you did the Columbia House where you got it for a penny and you did the scam,
Yeah.
like able to get that stuff. So. But yeah, so the Chronic one was like, damn, because I'm not a big music guy. So for me to buy a CD means I have to like everything. And I was like, whoa, I like that song.
And that means
remember you used
it's-
to be able to
it's
go
classic.
to the album.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I like that. I like that.
There's literally like 5 or 6 hits from this album just alone.
Oh, absolutely. We can't say any of them on the air, but yeah,
yeah,
they
yeah.
were
We're
good.
playing one of them right now.
Funch, do you have
Ain't no fun.
Classic for you?
They Funch cat.
What? Oh yeah, that one
Oh,
right
there it
there.
is.
Blueprint from Jay-Z was amazing as
Yeah,
well.
this
That's a
is
great album.
definitely on my top 10 of all time.
Yeah, I bought
this
this
is definitely on my top
Nas
10 of
has
all
had
time.
some hits as well.
Hey, you a real deep hip hop.
Man, he's an East
I-
Coast
no,
guy.
ba-
He's
back-
an East Coast guy.
You know what's kind of funny?
He was all Wu-Tanged out, huh?
No, okay, so
Where?
Sliwa ain't nothing to mess with.
yeah, right. There was something. The styles were so different, right?
You
The
know-
West Coast hip hop was so much
I'll say
different.
this, though.
And you want to go
San Diego
wanna
guys
go West
were
Coast?
all about that,
Tupac,
too.
But Tupac was.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
mean,
definitely.
I mean,
Yeah.
jam after jam, hit after hit. But
A lot of my San Diego friends, being Ace of SoCal, a good friend of mine from Vista, he's all what you
New
just
York?
mentioned right now. Exactly. Maybe
wonder
a San
why.
Diego thing.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
There was something that the styles were so much different.
Yeah, it was without a doubt.
All right, Funch, did you say an album that you were?
I
did I
mean,
just name off
all the
enough?
albums you named off,
Yeah.
and Doggy Style, The Chronic, Wu Tang, Nas's first album. Those are like my.
When I heard Nas for the first time, I was like,
1993.
whoa, this is different.
Yeah, Nas's.
Yeah.
See, because the West Coast stuff was coming out there hitting you with all the gangster
Man,
stuff.
missed,
Yeah.
I missed that Nas and Wu Tang at the Hollywood Bowl too. Missed
Oh,
it.
did they just perform?
Yeah, like a last month or something.
Taylor, were you much of a hip hop guy or not really?
Midwest rap. Atmosphere is my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, maybe a little Nelly or who else is in the?
That's St. Louis, right? It's getting
That's
hot.
right, St. Louis.
Get your Band-Aid on.
All right, Cody Bellinger is linked to the Chicago Cubs, Chicago White Sox, the Houston Astros, the Blue Jay or the Jays, Yankees, according to MLB Network's John Heyman. I don't know how you feel on this, but
Why are you putting your hands at me, bro? Like,
I know.
You get all excited.
I know.
3 hours of Anthony Davis, you're calm. Cody Bellinger, your hands go up.
So
That's his boy.
I was saying this to Trav. Trav's kind of been in the middle. It's like, no, I could see if Cody. Trav is worried Cody Bellinger's going to go somewhere else and succeed. That's what he's worried about. I look at it this way: you've had 2.5, 3 years of Cody Bellinger telling you guys, "This is who I am."
Mm-hmm.
Don't you, if you want Cody Bellinger, I'm going to go play for a completely different team. I'm going to get the hell out of Los Angeles. I'm going to get more under the radar. I'm going to try to figure out if I could figure out my career again offensively. And if you're the Dodgers, don't you want to move on too? 3 years, I feel like everybody's been complaining about Bellinger, and then it's brought up, hey, Bellinger's going to go. He's going to go somewhere else. Yeah, but what if he succeeds somewhere else? Who cares?
Who's really fighting to keep Cody Bellinger?
Surprisingly, Trav, who's as big of a Dodger guy, and he's not fighting it as in tooth and nail. I think he's just worried that he's going to go succeed somewhere else.
And good for him if he does.
I agree.
Because you saw, like you just said, the last couple of years, he's shown you what he is. Will he ever regain that form of the MVP year? No. The injuries that he had, I think, really affected him and his swing.
And now a lot of it's got to be in his head. A lot of it's got to be in his head.
It's just he's always tinkering with his swing, trying to find what works for him. You go to a situation like, say the Cubs. Yeah, be good for him. At times you just need to say, look, we're done with each other. It was a good ride, like relationship. It was cool. Hey, we're good, amicable. All right, we're good. All right, you go your way, I'll go my way. If I say, like, look,
I
Jock
got what
Peterson,
I needed from you. You got what you needed from me.
exactly. Jock Peterson, we all Dodger fan. Oh yeah, but when Jock was with the Dodgers, you're also like, oh man, why is he here? Oh, great defense. Okay, cool. Cody, great defense. Cool. You'll find somebody.
Yeah, I think he'll be fine. We'll see where he ends up. By the way, I love when his agents pointed out there. I'm like, all right, 6 teams interested, or are you just
Yeah, right now
divide
this
that by
time of year,
3?
whatever you hear, it's coming from an agent. I'm actually going to the winter meetings down in San Diego.
All right, very nice.
So I'll be down there for a couple of days for the station. So I'm gonna go. I'll sniff out the real BS.
There you go.
Which is all
Okay,
they have for you.
here's another one here from baseball perspective. You like this? I like it. I like the idea and the concept of this. Steph Curry's camp has been in touch with Aaron Judge and hopes to lure him to the San Francisco Giants per NBC Sports Bay Area.
Okay, again, rumors. So who? Steph Curry's camp
Steph Curry's camp.
is telling Aaron Judge from Fresno, come to San Francisco. You know where he's going? Whoever gives him $350, $400 million. It could be in Alaska. You give me that much money,
Mm-hmm.
that's where I'm going to go. It's his last chance to get the biggest contract.
Are you a fan of the concept of other athletes in a different sport coming in and trying to lure you into that city? You know where I've seen this before? I've seen this, I feel like it's happened in Boston, where big-time players, who was it that was out there? I'm trying to think here. Didn't Tom Brady go to some kind of meeting that had what to do with the Celtics or something along those lines? I like when the city is like, hey, let's use every resource we got. And I don't care if it's Steph Curry or it's Debo coming over, who that concept. It makes you kind of think that the city is unified beyond just one team or anything like that.
Yeah, and it's also good marketing for a guy like Steph Curry. Like, hey, look, I'm helping everybody out. Like, they're never going to run into each other. They're never going to see each other. But it's like, let me do this. Great. I'm like, hey, come to Oakland. Come to Golden State. Come to Fresno, man. Fresno guys think different, bro. Once they leave the 559, they're going where the money's at.
Over.
It's over, man. You left it.
I have
We
to
need a
here.
goal, Belgium. Come on.
I have to here because I work with Taylor Smith, and out of respect to Taylor here, the Sacramento Kings. Let me repeat this.
Come on.
I thought he's from Iowa.
The Sacramento
We
Kings.
don't have a team.
So you're a Kings fan?
Listen,
Yeah.
cheers
Oh,
for the
geez.
Kings and the Minnesota Twins.
Get it
And the
right.
Minnesota Vikings, right? You got the
Yeah.
Vikings as well.
Oh, that's cool.
Randy
Close
Moss guy.
Just wasn't big on KG.
Taylor's Sacramento Kings, Taylor, they've won 7 games in a row. They have the best offense in the NBA. They score more points than any other team right now per game in the league. And yesterday I saw something because it was on Twitter. Matt Barnes doing this thing. They're doing the post-game show, and
Light
he
the
gets a
beam.
call to light the beam. The light the beam is taking over the NBA. How you feeling over there being a Kings fan?
I'm not used to this feeling.
That's a good answer.
Wait,
By the way,
light
that's a good
beam?
answer.
What is light the beam?
Taylor, please explain what light the beam is.
I didn't know we were going to get the Kings talk in L.A.
So
All right.
there's a beam that lights up the sky of
I had to wear a
Sacramento.
Tyreek Evans jersey because
I saw Tyreek Evans the other day.
What?
My kid was working out with Tyreek right here in Glendale.
Come on.
Yeah, I
that a
kid you
real
not.
story?
Yeah, I saw
Stop.
Tyreek because I'm like,
Rookie of
who's
the
that?
year.
And my kid's like, oh, he's working out with my son's trainer.
He's trying to get
trained
back in the
Tyreek
league.
afterwards. Yeah, he's there.
Taylor, please.
Damn it! Ah!
please
Belgium
share,
wins 1-0. Yay, Belgium win. They are.
He needed one more.
I
goal.
needed 2-0.
Explain.
Fudge, you owe me
the,
$30.
Explain the beam.
Oh, yeah, the beam just lights up the sky of Sacramento every time they have a win. It's a purple beam, and, it's kind of a college town gimmick, but it works. And ever since they brought it out, they've been winning games, so I'm here for it.
Any issue with that?
Small market.
Got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. But by the way, you're winning.
Yeah, it's got me in a good mood.
And if
you
it's
know?
putting some attention towards your franchise, like I said, we were talking about this. You can't do something like this if you're the Lakers. You can't do something like this if you're the New York Yankees or the Dodgers or something. You can't do something like this. It's kind of, it's got some cheesiness to it. However, it's the Sacramento Kings. You do your thing, and you guys are winning. What the hell am I supposed to say? The Lakers are 5-11. The Sacramento Kings are actually one of the teams.
I was going to say.
I'd rather be
better record in the
5-11
Western
with no
Conference.
beam.
You can't do what? Win 7 games in a row? You can't do that if you're the Lakers
No.
or the Yankees? That's
I
not,
cannot win 7 games.
You know
the
what?
Lakers cannot.
I'd rather
Yeah.
lose 7 instead of have a stupid beam.
The beam is pretty cool, bro.
No.
You're hating on the beam.
Yes.
By the way, that might be the best answer. I'd rather be 5-11 than have a beam.
Yeah.
All right, Super Crosstalk right now.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles.
KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk.
Are we ready for Mason and Ireland to join Travis and Slee?
Super Crosstalk begin.
It's time for Super Crosstalk.
All right, Clinton in the house. Ramona on her
How
way.
we doing?
What is going on?
Nothing much, man. I'm chilling. Got
All right.
through watching my World Cup for the day. Got through Andor's season finale as well. I've been doing a lot of viewing of things
Okay.
on screens, and it's only 1 p.m. So I'm happy about that. So I've
Solid.
done
Right
a
there.
lot.
That's a good
I
afternoon.
do my homework, Beto.
You come in strong.
I
man.
don't just sit at my kids' games and then watch things on the phone. I'm joking. I heard you earlier. I'm just messing with you.
that's how I live.
I ambushed him because
That's what I do. I have no
know.
apologies for it.
I
Beto's
ambushed
got,
him because
Beto's got a full day coming
bro.
up tomorrow.
Bro, I text Beto often when he's showing us clips of him being a rebounder for his kid or being like a softball dad, basically the soccer version. You
Yeah.
know, I love that stuff.
Yeah, soccer tournament this weekend. And,
That's the best.
Yeah, so we got strong right there. It's a busy weekend for me, man. I got boxing Friday, Saturday, soccer Saturday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, but you're set up tomorrow. You've got. I mean, it starts early. Have you heard this, Glenn? Do you? Because I want to get your
heard
game
a little
plan.
bit of it.
I want to get your game plan for Thanksgiving, what it's going to look like, where you're going, the spread, all that stuff. Beto, give a quick little recap of what you're doing.
6 a.m., cracking a Michelob Ultra, get ready for the turkey trot in Torrance, a little 5K family tradition.
How about that start?
Are you running that or are you hosting
we
that?
do it every single year.
Okay.
6 a.m.
It's only 3
cracking a
miles.
Michelob Ultra.
It's only 3 miles.
Got to.
It's Thanksgiving. We do that so because I get there early to get a parking spot at the Costco in Torrance.
Sure.
I hang out there, as you would say, press the flesh.
As I would say. I got that from Morales, who, by the way, I have not seen in forever, but that's another story.
Yeah, so out there pressing the flesh. My sister Gloria and Annette, their kids were family thing. My kids,
It's almost like tailgating. You might be the only one.
People do tailgate because it's hard to find park. Remember, it's a Costco parking lot. It's closed, but you got to get the parking. Get out there, run the 5K. Then I go to the park by my house. All the neighborhood
That's at
guys.
10 a.m.
Yeah, okay.
All the neighborhood guys reunite.
We're not even close to noon yet.
No.
How many beers have we consumed?
This is
at
what's
this
so
point?
fascinating. He's like starting the day
That's
off.
why they're ultras.
Right.
Yeah, it's water.
Do you get through? I mean, do you get through a sixer of Ultra before you get to the second location, or is it one or two?
Because after the 5K, they do a raffle, and hopefully you win one of those bikes. So me and my brother-in-law Brian have a couple drinks, and then we go to the park where it's all the neighborhood kids reunite, where we see each other every Thanksgiving. They have like I called it pumpkin ball, the big 16-inch ball. They have like Chicago, the softball game.
Oh, okay.
Do you know this? I did not know.
I've heard of this.
Yeah, so we use that instead of having a regular softball game. You don't need gloves. Guys come out there. Then there's coolers at every base, and we just hang out, reunite. Haven't seen guys in 5-10 years. Everybody knows you go to the park on Thanksgiving. That's the spot. There's gonna be somebody there.
That sounds
hanging
fun.
out. We have a DJ hanging out, just guys. That you grew up with, or older brothers or siblings
Right.
that you know. And
So
then,
this is the
We're not
good
even at noon
version,
yet.
right? But this is the good version of what in many places happens tonight, which is the night before Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah. See,
Carlos' face just
I'll be
lit
home
up,
tonight.
lit up when I said that. The night
Years
before
ago,
Thanksgiving,
that
when you
used to
get
be.
to the bar
Oh.
and all the idiots you knew are
yeah.
all there, and every girl you ever wanted to talk to and didn't want to talk to is there as well. Oh,
Belmont Shores, Panama
Bro.
Joe's, Sharky's and Hermosa.
No way.
Oh,
Look at this guy.
Blackout Wednesday.
So
Oh, yeah.
I am-
That was in my 20s.
Sliwa,
I'll be
am-
asleep by 10 tonight.
I'm getting on a plane tonight. So I'm avoiding all of that. I'm doing the red eye back to DC. I wasn't gonna go back home, but plans changed, and so now I am going back home. I could not resist the draw of watching World Cup with my homies I played high school soccer with. That's a big
that's
part,
cool. That's
big
cool.
part of what we do every year. It throws a little bit of a wrench in the proceedings because it's in the winter now,
Yeah.
and so it's all mixed up with the NFL and all that. But ultimately, I could not say no to going back and watching with
That's
my
cool.
boys. Probably going to do Turkey Day with my mom, some of her friends. I never know who these people are.
Okay.
It's always a different crew of
Yeah.
individuals. I'm only half joking, but maybe I'll know one or two of them, but it's a chance for my mom to basically
Do they
show
know
off.
who you are?
course they do.
Professionally.
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody does. I mean, like, everybody my mom knows is what I'm getting
Okay,
at.
all
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like,
That's
she is
good.
the creator of the Clinton Yates fan club, established 1981.
Love that. Love that.
So
Love that.
Yeah,
She's the microphone
They
for
all
the
know.
Clinton Yates Club.
So I
That's
show
what's
up
up. That's
and
what's up.
I glad hand. I press the flesh.
Yeah.
and I eat some food and then I go hang out with my boys.
We were talking about some of the spread.
Yeah.
Okay, and everybody here, I think, has a much different spread. And this is what's so fantastic about L.A., Southern California. You got people from everywhere.
We discussed this on social media, too.
So, Funches, there'll be some Thai food mixed.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, Beto will have Mexican food mixed.
Sure.
I'm going to have Middle Eastern food mixed.
You know, this is a good question. I don't know. I'm assuming these people, my mother
Pretty
invited me-
traditional?
I'm assuming they're black people, but I don't know the answer to that. Now that I think about it, I did not ask. Normally I ask. It's
Okay,
like an
so-
important factor. Like,
so-
what are we actually doing?
So, growing up, was it pretty traditional, or you
Yeah.
had a lot of curveballs and
No curveballs.
I got a lot of curveballs.
The main thing we had, which was important, and I've espoused this on multiple platforms over the years, is the walking around ham. Now, what the walking around ham is you have a side ham out, like sort of at the gateway to the kitchen, if you will. You ever seen
I told you that's what I nibble on.
You ever seen a Never-Ending Story? You know, where at a tray you're trying to get to the thing.
Yeah. Yep.
The statues are like, that's how the kitchen used to be. Like, you don't be entering the kitchen unless you have a reason to be there. But to prevent people from getting zapped by the eyeballs of the statues, you have the walking around ham. So people can just pop up and grab a piece off the ham and keep it moving while you're walking around. Don't enter the kitchen. People are actually working in there. But if you need some food before the meal is served, that's what the walking around ham is for. That's what our family does.
So
Yeah.
we have enough appetizers and salads and chips and dip.
Yeah, you
and-
guys are from a part of the world where there's all sorts of options.
But I'm talking about like by the time you're done eating all this, you're like, what do you mean there's more?
Right.
No, we haven't even got anywhere close to the main dishes. So that's the one good thing I will say. Like you guys are saying, hey, you're hungry, you're waiting, you're this. Yeah, at our household, that layout is there's a long layout well before you're starting to actually have the entrees and the
How
main
many
dishes.
total humans are at your function though? How many
About
people?
50 tomorrow.
50?
Whoa.
Yeah. See,
50
that's what I'm
tomorrow.
saying. I mean, that's a
Damn, you
big
Mexican?
number. That's a big number.
No, I'm Middle Eastern. And you know what Glendale will have? They'll have the same amount of people sitting in Glendale as well.
There's no
Wow.
chance I'm attending a 50-person event at anything that's not a World Cup game over the course of the entire weekend. Not even close.
Yeah, you got to have tickets. It's like crypto.
Yeah.
We get them through the.
You can have a red coat at the door.
Sleeve's got a credential to go to his aunt's house or whatever. You know, yeah.
What about cranberries? What do you know about? Do you have them in a can?
In
Because
the
I
can.
learned today
In
that
the
there's
can.
a cranberry marsh. What's it called?
Bog.
Oh, bog. How do you know this?
Because I have a television and I live in the world.
He's seen an Ocean Spray
Yeah,
commercial in
it's
his
like
life.
very famous. Although I've never seen a bog with my eyeballs.
Okay, all
Beto.
right.
I've never seen one with my eyeballs, but I like the can. I just think it tastes better. What do we want to say? Like it's a processed food product. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's not
See-
me. With the high waters on, no way.
I didn't know. I only knew that from the Ocean Spray
You could
commercial.
not catch
bro.
me out there doing that. Is that actually you, Taylor?
No, that's not.
Okay.
That's
His uncle.
fine. Stock foot.
I was going to say, okay, I stopped. But
But
no,
he's been there.
I'm a canned cranberry sauce guy. I just think
Okay.
it tastes good.
Yeah,
It's-
here's
We're
where
the,
Beto.
we're
Beto
the
and
take
I-
those cranberry cans
Yeah.
to the school for the food drive.
Yes.
with the ridges on it, so you know where to slice it. This isn't
Oh, that's what
hard.
they're for?
Let me
I
tell
don't
you
know.
something.
That's what I always use them for.
I
The
don't
ridges
know.
of the slices.
This is. I think the family was pressured into having cranberry, not knowing what they would have cranberry
Because it was
for.
in the picture on Thanksgiving
Yeah.
in elementary.
Big,
That's-
big cranberry.
and this is
really has got a
recently.
boot
This
in
is
it.
cranberry
recently.
lobbyists were doing work. man.
Exactly.
So I don't think we even know what to do with the cranberry. Like I to this day, I don't use the cranberry properly.
Well, the truth is that the way to make actual cranberry sauce is in fact
Ramona's
quite
shown.
involved.
Ramona's
Momo
shown
has
it
shown
now.
up.
Ramona's here.
Momo's got quite a story that
Hall of
we're
Famer.
gonna say. No, don't tell it yet.
Ramona in the
Hall
house.
of
We're
Famer.
saving it for
Ramona in the house.
our show. Momo, we're
Why?
saving it
We
for
have
our
6
show.
more minutes
No,
left.
that,
Let's
no,
get
no, no,
let's
no.
get the
It's a
meat
good
right
story.
We're
now.
saving the big story for our show. The question at the topic
Well,
of
then
the
can you
moment.
wait by the time I get to my
Greg
car?
Bergman.
The topic of the moment is cranberry sauce. Now the thing is, actual making of cranberry sauce involve like I got a buddy that's got like an old family recipe, and
Oh, this is a real deal, huh?
yeah, and he makes it with a hand crank because you got to mix up all of the melange of the fruit and all this
The
stuff.
melange.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Whoa.
It's a whole thing. All right, I
Okay,
forgot.
listen.
You guys always get
Let me
freaked
tell
out.
you how
when-
cranberry sauce. There's
Yeah.
two kinds of cranberry sauce.
The can?
Yes.
The can, and it's got to be like a 69-cent can.
That's it.
Yes.
From Save On.
From
Ice
Save
cold.
On. And when it comes out, I need the sound.
Yes.
I need it to go.
Did
Like-
you watch? Did you watch the?
That's the
social-
only one I knew
So you
existed.
did, Momo. You did the
Right?
social
That's
media.
the sound. That's
You
awesome.
did the social media where you mentioned that.
Yes.
I did the social media. I mentioned that independently.
Yes.
Both the sound
You
and
and
the
I-
can.
this
Yes.
is why we
That's
get
it.
along.
We're locked in.
Okay,
Yep, we're
and the
locked
other
in.
kind.
I didn't know there's another kind.
Yeah.
The other kind of
I didn't know there was one
like
to use.
turkey cranberry-ish sauce that I like
Dressing, whatever.
is my aunt makes a Jello mold with the raspberry Jello,
Huh.
and she puts like fruit in it, like old
Oh, yeah, he was talking about
school
Jell-O salad, right?
Jello
Yeah.
mold with like fruit and pineapple.
Emily's
like,
family
like
does the same
raspberries
thing.
and pineapples and all this stuff in it. It kind of tastes like the cranberry sauce, but it's sweeter than that.
I can't fade that.
It's really good.
I can't fade that. Too many foreign objects in a gelatinous scenario
Yeah.
makes me nervous.
You want to
No,
know how?
you have-
Remember how I
I
said I'm
I'm
a
gonna bring you
degenerate?
some. I'm
can't
gonna bring
do
you some.
I just thought about this right now. The first
Tell
time I
them,
ever had
tell them
cranberry.
your quote. This is the Beto.
If you know
Duran
anything
quote.
about me, you know I'm a degenerate, right?
That's his quote.
So I just
Yeah.
realized my first time I ever had cranberry. So when my dad didn't take me to baseball games. He took me to the track.
Right.
I'd always go to Santa Anita, Los Alamitos, or Hollywood Park.
Sounds good.
So on Thanksgiving, they would run early. So my dad and I would have Thanksgiving lunch at Hollywood Park. Right? And then you'd be there. Then we'd go
Thanksgiving
home.
lunch at Hollywood Park.
Wow.
No,
That is
Talk
pretty
about
bad.
degenerate.
Hell
That's
yeah.
pretty sad right
But
there.
no,
Okay.
no, it was fun because
It
you're
was
like
probably-
8 years old. It's good. But
Right.
then you go home because, look, Ramona,
That's like being out at the Hustler Casino and be like,
Yeah.
man, I got the
Hell yeah.
Thanksgiving meal
Hey,
at the table.
Hey, so because think about it, there's like
If you
7
play
kids.
for an hour, they're bringing
bring
you
you
in.
food.
They're
See,
bringing it to
there,
you.
Ramona, 7 kids, traditional Mexican family. My dad's not allowed in the kitchen at all, so it's like, all right, let me take one of the kids with me. Let
Go
me go do
somewhere,
something,
right.
right?
It's kind of fun, yeah.
So I was like little kids. So it was a couple years we did that, and then they would have the turkey, the ham, and I'm like, oh, this is the real traditional white people
Yeah.
food, right? All right, cool. Come home and it's like there's tortillas here. It's different. But I just thought about that For some reason, my head went back to being at Hollywood Park. I had the stamp because I was VIP that day for the turkey, right? VIP. Yeah, and then like the first time I ever had cranberry was at Hollywood Park.
I used to go.
Man, I told you, degenerate, bro. That's how I learned fractions, by the way.
I used to go to my buddy's house.
That's how I learned.
I go to my buddy's house who was down the street, and he's traditional white family, the whole thing.
Uh-huh.
When I'd get to their house, I'd be like, what is going on here? Like, what do you mean what is going on here? This is what you serve for Thanksgiving. Like the whole cranberry thing, Beto and I were joking around. I don't even know what to do with it. I don't even know where it goes.
You
I don't
buy
even know what to do with
can.
it.
You
No,
put
but
it
we
in
don't
the
know where it
refrigerator.
goes.
It used to have
Listen.
like the ridges from
Yeah,
the
hold
can,
on.
you know?
No, it's not
Like,
complicated.
indents.
You put it in the refrigerator overnight. Now the key is it's got to be
Whoa.
cold. That's
Oh.
you
That's
can't
already
have,
a lot of work.
You can't
That's
have
already a lot of
RC.
work.
That's like you're high class.
You can't have
That's
RC.
Belanger over here.
Room temperature. Shut up. You can't have room temperature cranberry sauce. That's.
I mean, you can.
That's blasphemous in my opinion.
All right,
That's
Ramona,
gross.
what's your plan? What are you doing for?
I go over to my mom's house. She cooks all day.
Okay.
She does all the work. I used to help, but now I got 2 kids, so I just show up.
How far of a trip
Smart.
is that?
10 minutes.
Okay, not bad.
That's why I live all the way out in the valley.
Right. So
I can be close to my
Oh,
parents.
it's great.
Yeah. I bring the kids over
And
there
you're
all
a
the time.
A1A All-Star.
A1A.
I mean, come on. Ramona in the Valley? Nobody. It's like you in D.C.
I did get. Speaking
Yeah.
of that, I did get a nice. I got a business class bump up on a personal flight.
Hey.
For knowing Ramona?
For going home. No,
No.
just going home tomorrow.
That
so
is-
that's clutch for the red eye.
Yes, that is so
Super
clutch for the red
eye. So I'm now
my saddest,
10 times more excited about going home.
My
it's
saddest
amazing.
Thanksgiving was when I was on the road with the Lakers once, and I had to. I went home for we did Thanksgiving early so that I could leave and go to the airport for a red eye to I think like Atlanta or
Okay.
Memphis or something. But I had to take my leftover turkey sandwich on the red eye with me, and I bring it out of the bag. It's like
Happy
12:30 at night, and I'm like,
Thanksgiving.
like, bro. And it was like you're on the red eye, and it was like stuffed full of people. It was not. Oh,
Yeah,
so
I'm
sad.
so glad.
How many people at your mom's house?
We used to have more. Now she kind of pared it down. Like COVID kind of pared it down, and then I feel
Like
bad.
NBA roster size or like NFL roster
Oh
size?
no! Like we used to have like maybe
example.
15, and now it's probably like 8 or 9.
Okay, so
Beto, how
it used
many?
to be like
Huh?
How many for you?
For us, we're like basketball training camp.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
my
so
mom used to
25
like
30 with
invite a
some
lot
cuts.
of
Yeah.
Yeah.
with some
you know
cuts.
people like
Yeah, we
they
need
don't
some
have anywhere to
cuts.
go. You can come by. You know, she would do that.
Slee's talking about a 50
We got the
person
full.
roster.
We got the
What?
full Rams roster. We had the full Rams
He's
roster.
got
Oh my
AB
God.
working the door. bro.
50 people.
AB.
got
That's
full-
one lap around, and it's 2 hours.
Yeah,
You know
we
what I
got
mean?
full Rams roster.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys are out at Irvine.
And Daryl Henderson got cut yesterday. Nobody's getting cut tomorrow. Everybody's going to be there. Everybody's
So
going to
why
be
is
there.
everyone invited? Are you all related, or are there a lot of like
All
stray
related.
dogs? You know, like
All related.
okay.
How do you? Where?
My mom
where-
used to invite like
I
the
don't
stray
know.
dogs. She
This
was
is
like,
at
I
a
don't have
house?
anywhere to go.
It's at my
They can
parents'
come
house.
At your parents' house. I
Yeah.
mean, can
Wow.
they facilitate this?
How
or
many
is this
siblings are there?
This is an overload situation.
So,
Because we can cut some people. I can figure
well, here's
this
the
out.
I know,
funny thing. This
seriously.
is just, honestly, this is just my mom's side of the family.
No, but how many siblings do you guys have?
I got 2 sisters.
Okay.
That's it?
That's it.
There's no way you go from 2 sisters to have that many people.
So
bro.
these are
My
just
mom
friends.
has, I think, 7 siblings total. So that's a lot there.
That's
That
all
can,
right.
all
yeah,
right.
that can
That'll
grow
fix it.
quickly. Yeah.
And especially old
So
school
you guys
back
are
in
the
the day. they're
you guys
just
are the
having
host.
kids.
You're the host family.
We're the host family. And for this one, we don't usually.
This is the international sign for just having kids.
Yeah,
Just
yeah. Just kind
Hey,
of
what are you gonna do?
bump them out.
Right.
All right. Hope everybody enjoys their Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And save the story till 1:30 when I get to the car. All right, don't.
We can do that. We can talk Lakers a little bit first. Yeah.
We had time.
Well, whatever.
Too. I thought
I mean,
I
this
was
is how we
I was
program
trying
the
to
show.
squeeze.
I listened to you
their
guys
story
in on the
into 6
drive in,
minutes.
and there was like for Sliwa and Beto together. I was like, I was expecting a little more, to be honest.
I know.
Wow.
You too?
Where is the
I know.
Lakers talk?
Wow.
You
I know.
too?
I was like,
Well, the
Slee,
Lakers-
By
like,
the way, it's fair.
Hey, it was only 1 hour of it.
The
I know.
Lakers talk is coming. That's where it's going to be. You and I. We're doing it.
okay,
Plus, I was
all right.
also, worried about Belgium and everything else.
I
Yeah,
know,
they
yeah.
had wagers. It was a lot.
Yates
Mythical money.
and Ramona coming up next. Have a great Thanksgiving, guys.